of cell. Morphology. What is morphology? External appearance is called as morphology. External appearance of a cell is called as morphology. Okay. See here, these cells are divided into two types on their morphology. Suppose based on cell membrane bound nucleus. Cells which have nucleus surrounded by membrane, they are called as eukaryotic cells. Cells with membrane bound nucleus, then they are called eukaryotic cell. If a cell has a membrane bound nucleus, I will explain the topic point. Cells without membrane bound nucleus, these are called prokaryotic cells. So cells are majorly divided into two types. This eukaryotic and prokaryotic are two types. See an example. If we take an example, cell has, suppose an animal cell I am taking. This animal cell, if you take animal cell, inside that animal cell there is presence of well developed or defined nucleus. That nucleus has membrane. If nucleus is surrounded by a membrane, inside that DNA and everything is there, this cytoplasm and other organelles are also there. Okay, in today it is not sufficient time. In next class I will draw structure of animal cell and explain all the parts of animal cell. If nucleus is there with well defined nucleus, means that has a plasma membrane, that type of cell is called as what? Eukaryotic cell. Okay. If a cell has no membrane bound nucleus, then it is called as a prokaryotic cell. These prokaryotic cells are seen in bacteria, whereas eukaryotic cells are seen in fungi, plants, animals, even protozoans also. Eukaryotic cells are those which have membrane bound nucleus. That membrane bound nucleus is called as what? Eukaryotic nucleus. That nucleus is seen in protozoa, fungi. Protozoa means protista, we can say. Protista, fungi, plantae, animalia. So in these members there is presence of eukaryotic cell. That means there is membrane bound nucleus. But in bacteria there is no membrane bound nucleus. This is called what? Prokaryotic cell. Usually what is importance of nucleus in lower standard, you might study that nucleus is responsible which carries DNA or RNA, that is genetic information. See, here nucleus is absent. That means where DNA is present? Instead of that nucleus, there is presence of another structure called as nucleoid. So prokaryotic cells have no nucleus. No nucleus, but there is a nucleus-like structure. Nucleoid is present. Prokaryotic cells are those which do not have nucleus, but nucleic acids like DNA and RNA present. There is presence of an organelle called nucleoid that carries DNA and RNA. And in both prokaryotes and eukaryotes, in both prokaryotic and eukaryotic cells, in both prokaryotic and eukaryotic cells, there is the presence of a semi-fluid matrix. A semi-fluid matrix is present. That semi-fluid matrix present is called cytoplasm. Cyto means here cell. Plasm means fluid. The fluid which is present inside a cell is called cytoplasm. Cytoplasm. This cytoplasm is the major portion of the cell. Cytoplasm is major portion. It occupies major part of cell. Major part of cell is occupied by cytoplasm. And that cytoplasm is the main area of all cellular activity. Cytoplasm is place for all cellular activities. Whatever the cellular activity carried. What is cellular activity? All living properties are maintained or carried by a cell. What are living properties? I told you just now, like nutrition, metabolism, growth. So all are carried with the help of cytoplasm only. Okay, whatever the plant cell or animal cell, in all cells that is carried. And here in cytoplasm, various membrane bound organelles are also present. Membrane bound organelles are present. What is an organelle? Organelle means the sub part of the cell. Suppose if you take a cell here has a cell membrane. Inside the cell membrane there is a fluid. This is called a cytoplasm. Inside this cytoplasm there is presence of some subcellular structure. That subcellular structures what are present are called as organelles. These organelles may include mitochondria, chloroplast, some others also like vacuole, vesicles, Golgi complex, like that. So inside the cytoplasm there is presence of various membrane bound organelles. Up to this point I am erasing. If anyone left, you can copy this point. Okay, and that prokaryotes, they don't have membrane bound organelles. Membrane bound organelles are absent in prokaryotes. Eukaryotes have membrane bound organelles. This is the major difference between prokaryote and eukaryotic cell. What is a prokaryotic cell means? If a cell has no membrane bound organelles, if membrane bound organelles are absent in a cell, then that cells are called as the prokaryotes. If membrane bound organelles are present in cells, then that cells are called as eukaryotic cells. Okay, this is the major difference. And some cells are there, some parts are there which are non-membrane bound organelles present in both prokaryotes and eukaryotes. Some exceptions are there. Non-membrane bound organelle. There is presence of a non-membrane bound organelle. What is that non-membrane bound organelle means? Named ribosome. This ribosome is non-membrane and it is present in both prokaryotes and eukaryotes. It is present in both prokaryotes and eukaryotes. Usually membrane bound organelles are present in eukaryotes only. Non-membrane bound organelles are present in prokaryotes only. But it is non-membrane bound organelle. Non-membrane bound organelles means it should be present only in prokaryotes. But in eukaryotes also ribosome is present, which is a non-membrane bound organelle. In animal cells, there is the presence of a special non-membrane bound organelle called centriole. That is a property of animal cell only. Centriole is non-membrane bound organelle present in only animals. Present in animals only. In animals only there is presence of a non-membrane bound organelle called centriole. Usually non-membrane means, see here ribosome is non-membrane. Usually non-membrane bound organelles are present in prokaryotes, but it is present in eukaryotes also. This is a non-membrane bound organelle, centriole, but it is not present in all eukaryotes. Non-membrane bound organelle means usually it is present in prokaryotes, but in prokaryotes it is absent. It is absent in all. Read the last point. Centriole is a non-membrane bound organelle present in animals only. Non-membrane bound organelles means they are present in prokaryotes, but centriole is absent in prokaryotes. It is present in animal. Animal is an eukaryote, but it is not present in all eukaryotes. Centriole is absent in prokaryotes. In eukaryotes also it is not present in all eukaryotes. It is present only in animals. In animals only there is presence of centriole. Okay. And coming to other properties, cells differ greatly in their size, shape. All cells do not have same size, all cells do not have same shape, and all cells do not have same activity also. Cells, they greatly differ. They show more differences in their sizes, shapes and activities. See, one by one, size means some cells are very small in size, like mycoplasma. Some cells may be very large in size. Largest cell on earth is egg cell of ostrich. Shape of the cell, I will explain that point one by one again. Shape of the cell, cellular shape, suppose RBC is biconcave shape. Nerve cell is elongated cell. Like that, shape of the cell is based on the function. Activities, cellular activities are different from one cell to another cell. What is the smallest cell? Smallest cell is mycoplasma. Smallest cell is mycoplasma, which is a type of bacteria that has 0.3 microns in length. 0.3 microns in length. Length of that mycoplasma is 0.3 microns. Whereas some bacteria are there, bacteria are also small structures only, but they have some long size than mycoplasma. They have 3 to 5 microns in size. Smallest cell is mycoplasma, which have 0.3 microns in size. Its length is 0.3. That is smallest cell. But some other bacteria are there which have 3 to 5 microns in size. What is the largest cell? Largest cell is egg of ostrich. Ostrich is a bird, you know. In that bird, during reproduction, it produces some eggs. That egg cell of ostrich is largest cell. Largest cell on earth or world is egg cell of ostrich. Okay, right. Up to this point, I am erasing. If anyone is slow in copying, you can copy from bottom. These are some differences in some. Suppose in multicellular organisms, there may be some difference in cells also. If you see RBC have some different size. RBC have 7 microns in size. In multicellular organisms, all cells may not have same structure. That is the point. In multicellular organisms, different cells have different sizes. RBC has 7 microns, but some other cells may have very long cells. Suppose nerve cells are there now. Nerve cells are longest cells. Nerve cells are longest cells. What are nerve cells? Please read the first point. In multicellular organisms, different cells have different sizes. If you take RBC has 7 microns in size. Nerve cells are longest cells. Both RBC and nerve cells are present in human beings. We have both cells. In our body, there is presence of RBC. Neurons or nerve cells are also present in our body. That means in multicellular organisms, all cells do not have same size and same shape and size. The size is differing. If we take example, RBC has 7 microns in size. Nerve cells are the longest cells. Okay. See here, cells differ in their shape. Shapes of cells are also differing. Based on the function of cells have different shapes. The cells may have different shapes like discoid. Discoid means disc-like structure. Columnar, like column, elongated cube-like structures. Columnar, polygonal, they have many sides. Or cuboid, cube-like structure. They may be cuboid, thread-like, like a thread, or they may have irregular shape. All cells do not have same shape. They have different shapes based on their location and function. Some cells may have discoid shape, disc-like shape. Some cells may have column-like shape. Some cells have polygonal, many sides are there. Some cells may be thread-like structures. Some cells may be irregular. They have different shapes. Just we have 2 minutes for 1 hour class. Just copy that. Then some diagrams we need to draw to explain that structure. That diagrams I will draw in next class and explain that. As you have math class by 2 o'clock, I may end this meeting now, class now. In next class we will continue at